Hello everyone. This is a VR for John, 3D80s kid. He wants to know where, how, when we got our start on YouTube. For me, it's a little complicated. Uh, this is a picture of my son, the back of his head, that I've been using for quite a long time. But that is actually neither here nor there. It is. It's here. It's here, actually. So if I go to oldest, my videos are 18 years old, and my first video. See if we can give this some volume. Is my daughter just having been born.
Hey, baby.
And that background music is not this video. It's my son who left Minecraft open. Hope he doesn't mind. And back here.
Whoa, sorry. How's it going, baby?
So that was my daughter Ella. Yeah.
Really?
All right. So let's go back. And now, I'll try to. I guess I'll talk through this. Okay. Yeah. So, at some point during COVID, we started buying baseball cards and opening them. And this is when I think officially I started having baseball card content in 2020. Opening Chrome. We still had some family videos in there, my son's Little League. But in terms of the community, so at this point, when I was making these, baseball card pack openings with my kids, I was watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I was watching a lot of the community members who had already existed. People like Pepino Man, Mangini, Bowman 53, people like Vintage Card Steve. I remember watching a video with one of Alex's early live streams, Alex Bowman 53. And I remember watching it, feeling like I was on the outside looking in and thinking that how nice would it be if I could feel like I was a part of this community. I think coming on 3 years now is when I made my first kind of, I would say, community video, which was some coverage of Luke Easter. This is when I started getting into my vintage cards rather than just having pack openings with my kids. I started showing the cards I had actually been collecting, which had been, at that point, largely focused on bridge players, as Shane from Shoebox Legends would call them. And I think, maybe that may even be the proper term, but I hadn't learned the word until Shane said it. So bridge players who were in the Negro Leagues that became Major League players. And I started my first video, my first community video, as I would categorize it, was some coverage on Luke Easter. Yeah, so this is kind of what I would say is my first video. And just getting started on this video, I give Vintage Card Steve the props he deserves, because he gave me the nudge. I was commenting on his videos, and I was sharing stories about my collection, and he really pushed me to make some videos. So I give him a ton of credit and a lot of thanks for his friendship. But my kids, I remember playing back the video for them, and them saying, you sound really stiff. You sound a little uncomfortable. They know me as sort of a silly guy, a jokey guy. So I tried to bring my personality to the videos a little more. I don't think I ever maybe I don't think I ever really nailed it in terms of, like really authentically bringing my personality, because I think that I can be jokey, but I think that when I am maybe a little bit uncomfortable, which I probably often am when I'm recording myself, I think I lean into this kind of self conscious mockery of what I'm doing, that may give people the wrong impression, that I don't have respect for the things that I'm doing or what I'm talking about. I don't, mind you, I don't think this is a big problem. I don't think a lot of people are overanalyzing what I'm all about. But I'm just, John has given me a moment to be, John has given me pause to be introspective, and I thank John for that. There's many sides. There's even Dougie K. You know what I mean? We haven't heard from Dougie K for a while. I'm not sure where he is. I think he's on the lam. And I want to give Mookie Chilson some credit for inspiring me to do this kind of recording approach. I'm not saying that I nailed his approach, but I saw how he produced one of his. He did the triple ending, which, by the way, love that reference. How can you not love that reference if you're of a certain age? That is a dive that I have tried and got severely injured multiple times, but you know, it's worth it. Looking back, and on what my objective was, really to be a part of the community. I don't think I had any grand plans other than sort of entering into something and having some feeling of being a part of what I had been watching, which I think this community is very gracious and accepting. So I think that, in this community, you really just need to raise your hand and say, hey, I'm here. So it was easier than I thought it would be. And that's, thanks to all the great people who came here before me. And to so many of the great people who have come shortly after me or around the same time as me. So in summary, thanks to this being such a great community where all I really need to do is raise my hand and say I'm here. I've heard this said before, but when you get past a certain age, you don't really make a lot of new friends, and it's hard to make friends. And so I appreciate you guys a lot, and I appreciate everyone who takes the time to watch my videos, comment on my videos, and make videos and put time into contributing to the community in whichever way you do, even if I haven't noticed you yet. And I know there's a lot of great stuff that I haven't even come across yet. So just shout outs and good feelings to all of the folks in the community. All right, so that's it. Thanks, John. Talk soon.